frozen or are we?
No, it's
We
just taking a second to go.
all right. StreamYard, kiss my ass. Go ahead, Davis.
All right, we're back. We're not going to stitch these two together. You saw the message in the first half, which is why I was gone the last couple of days. Now we're back talking NFL. Coaches were fired. Playoffs have started. We're about 2 hour, no, hour and a half away from the last wild card game. But let's talk about the coaching first because John Harbaugh was finally let go. Not a huge surprise. It's not really his fault, but you and I have talked about this shit last year when we started up again. Was that Baltimore needs to make a change. You're going to keep Lamar Jackson over John Harbaugh just because Lamar has a better future. He's still young enough. He's still talented. He hasn't really fully regressed unless this is going to be the regressing year and we've seen the best of him as we've seen, but I don't think so. And I just think they need a new voice in the locker room. That's always kind of my thing. If a coach kind of stays too long and they haven't won as much, especially as of late, you might need a new guy in there to, shake the foundation, put some new styles, formation, whatever it's going to take, attitude, and get a team that's talented like the Ravens are, even though they had a lot of injuries at the start of the year, back in a position that they think they should be in.
Yep. Um, a lot of people are playing the who should replace who game. I don't know who should take over that spot. Honestly, right now, look, let's get with me when I think about coaches and players. Let's just get past the season. All right, the season over, but let's get past the playoffs. We just going to the playoffs. The wild card are the playoffs, but we at the playoffs now. Playoffs. We be like if we win a game, playoffs. So
But yeah, I mean,
let's see what happens after this. I mean, if you want to give your candidates, you could, but somebody said yeah, Jabroni Brown's coach could replace John Harbaugh. I'm like, I
no,
don't
no,
know.
that would be a
Yeah,
huge downgrade. You don't want to regress. Mike McDaniel, I think, would be probably a good OC for Lamar,
yeah.
and maybe Derrick Henry as well. But they're also saying Detroit wants him for their OC job. I think maybe he could help Jared Goff in that offense rebound after they lost Ben Johnson, who we saw was a key factor based on what he's done with the Bears. It seems like Ben
Hmm.
Johnson was more of the Detroit Lions engine than Dan Campbell at this point, which not to throw shade at Dan Campbell. I think Dan Campbell, like I said, is a good motivator coach, a good, um, we attitude we want to carry. He might know his X's and O's too, but it seems like Ben Johnson, just based on how he took the Bears to where they are now, and especially since Aaron Glenn did a horrible job in New York and he was the defensive guy in Detroit, and New York didn't have any interceptions. They were garbage once again, the Jets. So to bring in someone, everyone's saying maybe they should get Brian Flores. He can retool the defense. Obviously,
Who?
Brian Flores, the coordinator for the Vikings.
Hell no.
I think he didn't get the fair shake in Miami because everyone's saying the truth, which is they wanted him to tank. He didn't want to tank. He also was anti Tua, which he proved out to be true. He was accurate about that. So
So he
I
just like you.
I think Brian Flores would probably be a prime candidate, like I said, to help that Ravens defense rebound. And if he gets Mike McDaniel to coach the offense, or if he gets Kevin Stefanski, no team's going to give him, because no team should give Kevin Stefanski a head coaching job right away.
Yeah.
He won two coaches of the year that he didn't deserve, all because he took Baker Mayfield to the playoffs and he took Joe Flacco and three other quarterbacks to the playoffs. Again, not to get on my bandwagon bullshit, but Kyle Shanahan's done the same thing. He'd had Trey Lance 1 year and Jimmy Garoppolo and Brock Purdy start the games, and he took his team to the NFC title game. So Kevin Stefanski, he can suck a dick. All right, fuck him.
All right.
Especially with the way he handled the Shador thing this year, he was creating an issue with the whole Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Shador thing, just because they signed a fucking rapist, being Deshaun Watson, and they known they shouldn't have fucking paid this guy all this money because he can't play football anymore. And not just that, but like the stigma of him, he's not good for the locker room. I still can't believe they did it. It's the most Browns thing they've done since being the Browns. And I mean, drafting Manziel, say what you want to say. If he had gotten his head out of his ass, which obviously he hasn't to this day, based on
Yeah,
him skipping college game day to go on a coke bender, um, but he could play football if he wasn't a fucking cokehead. But still, Deshaun
if
Watson,
he wasn't a fucking cokehead.
yeah, he had his moments in some games, but still, look, no one should want the Browns job. No one should want the Vegas job. Those are the two most undesirable jobs in football. The Oakland Raiders, I mean, I'm sorry, the Las Vegas Raiders straight up
No, they
said,
still the Oakland Raiders. They still do Oakland Raiders shit.
basically, I'll give you your point for that. Kudos. They straight up said, 80-year-old Pete Carroll, let's trot him back out there. Let's see if this old warhorse has a few trots in him. And good golly almighty, he did not. I
No,
mean, this man needs to be put out like old Yeller. He hired Chip Kelly, which I said to you, to Amp, to Earl, to Joe. I'm like, this guy should not have a job in the NFL. He's horrible as an NFL OC, as an NFL offensive mind. Take that shit to college where you can have 18 and 19-year-olds run plays at a better speed because these guys in the NFL are too old and too broken down. They can't run the plays anymore. And you got Geno Smith, who I never bought into the Geno Smith resurgence in Seattle those couple of years. I'm like, all right, he's doing a better job than he was doing in New York. What a big fucking deal, huh? That's not that hard. A fucking look at what fucking every quarterback does after they leave the Jets. It's not that hard to be better than you were on the Jets. Okay.
right.
I mean, the only quarterback who was only good on the Jets was Mark Sanchez because he went to Dallas and it was horrible. He went to Philly and he was horrible. Other than that, he's the only quarterback to actually have his career be successful in New York.
And
Um,
he's known for that one play.
exactly. You're known. You were the inventor of the head push, the head tush push, like ding,
Of the ass push.
the Rikishi. That's what he was known for.
The
But
Davis.
but it's and then Atlanta fires Raheem Morris, which they shouldn't have hired Raheem Morris to begin with. No offense, man, but you're just not head coach material. Um, because he just stands there on the sideline. Everyone's the best. He just stands there on the sideline smiling, like, "What the fuck you happy about? Your team's
Right.
down, Raheem." Like,
He the opposite of Todd Bowles. When Todd
yeah. I
Bowles
mean, and
down,
the fact that they didn't fire Todd Bowles, that's
nah,
fucking
you can't. Todd Bowles is a good coach.
no. Todd Bowles is terrible. No,
No, you
Todd
tripping.
no.
You
Todd
tripping.
Bowles is horrible. He was horrible in New York, and he's horrible in Tampa Bay.
Look where he was coaching before though.
He made Tom Brady retire. That's how bad he was. Like Tom Brady
No,
said,
Tom Brady had to retire because he wanted
no,
to get his family
if
back.
it was a different coach, Tom Brady would still be playing. Look at that man in the booth. That man is carries a football in the booth because he's like, I wish I could quit you. I wish I
He
could.
got one
Like
more in him.
Phil Rivers is throwing with his whole back and body. Then of course Tom Brady could go out there and sling it.
Yeah, one more time. Hey, first of all, he's supposed. Well, he has some quarter stake in that company or the team or whatever he has. But apparently, he's supposed to be taking care of the GM and the coaching duties
Okay,
for the Raiders.
all right, because someone made a point yesterday that how come Matt Ryan has to quit his CBS job to go be the president of the Falcons and Tom Brady can be in the booth and own a partial stake of the Raiders? Here's why: because it's Tom Brady and it's Matt Ryan. Who
Yeah,
you think the NFL is going to let it get away with murder? Tommy Brady or Matt Ryan?
and I beat you
There's your
after you won the
answer.
MVP.
And it's the Falcons. They need all the help they can get. Let them get Matt Ryan. I don't think he's gonna be some fucking wizard in the fucking front office. I mean, he's Matt
And they
Ryan.
not a bad team. The
They're a bad
Falcons are
team.
not a bad team. No,
They
they
got they
not.
got they got a good running back, but their two quarterbacks are Michael Penix, who lives with crutches. Crutches live in his household 24/7, 365, and Kirk Cousins, who is the definition of peak average. That's Kirk Cousins. I can get you two TDs and an interception and 300 yards. That's my name, Kirk Cousins. That's all he does. And
Yeah,
I can win 8 games a year. That's it. He's Jeff Fisher, the player.
but they got some. Look, the wideouts are good. I can't think of names right now.
No. You
You
want
don't like
fucking
Young Ho?
you want Drake? That's the kicker, you
I
dumbass.
know. I'm about to say the kicker
and,
being Young Ho. You didn't
and
let
they
me
got rid of
finish.
him this year.
Oh, Young Ho not there?
No, they cut him after he missed too many kicks. They got
Yeah,
Drake.
don't ever cut me off when I'm about to say that. I
They
was about
got
to say
Drake.
his job title. Look, Young Ho, he could have
Oh,
been.
come on, enough.
Is that his name? What's his name?
Young Quay.
Okay, Young Quay. He could have. So is it YUNG?
What are you trying to get me in trouble with NG? What are you trying to do here?
That's a game. But no, he could have been used on a couple teams. You cutting promos about
The Giants signed him.
he could have been used on a different team, a team that actually made the playoffs.
All right, first of all, kickers, like I told you on Saturday night, if I have a team, I'm not employing a kicker. We're going for it on fourth down or we're punting the ball. And for extra points, we're going for two every single time. I'm not trusting these out of shape, dumb motherfuckers who can't even put it up from 20 yards anymore. Get fucked. Get off my field. You're done. I ain't doing it. I don't care if you're Sebastian Janikowski. I don't care if you're Gary Anderson. I don't care who you are. Kickers don't belong in the sport anymore. They can't even make chip shots in college as well.
You think the Ravens was like, damn, bro, why you had to touch that girl?
No, because even then he was fading a little bit in the last couple of years. As Zell, he would say just Justin Tucker was kind of, you might have to take him out behind the barn these days compared to what he was the last couple of years.
Well, they kind of want to do that now.
But to blame it on the new guy for not making his, like, first of all, the Steelers kicker missed his kick too, so it was going both ways. And then you see the Packers kicker miss his kick. Like these kickers, again, they can't do the job, which is to kick.
Yeah.
It's the football part of the football they can't do. So let's stop it. Let's throw them away, throw them to the bin. It's over. I don't want to have a kicker anymore. Oh, it's 3 points. Oh my fucking. And an extra point is 1. 4 points. Oh my fucking god. I mean, the only reason the fucking Patriots were winning last night is because they were kicking 4 field goals, and then they finally scored a TD to wrap it up. But other than that, that offense wasn't doing jack shit. And that's supposed to be the MVP. Not in my house, he ain't.
Jackson Dart is not the MVP.
No,
I know he has the best QR.
Drake May, not Jackson Dart.
I'm sorry.
You're confusing your crackers.
Yeah, always. But nah,
I think Jackson Dart actually would have put up numbers because he plays like he don't care.
Hey, Drake may play for a best or a good college team too.
UNC? No.
Yeah, exactly.
UNC football, get out of here.
I know I'm never gonna say nothing about the football team because again, I don't watch college football.
I mean, Indiana football is good, and that's still a shocker. But UNC football, that'd be like Kansas football being good. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
But you see how I remembered that. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
I know he went to
UNC produced Julius Peppers, Lawrence Taylor, but they're just not overall a good football team.
No.
Yeah, and they keep hiring old timers. I hired Mac Brown, fired him, and then got Belichick. Like, okay, you want to keep again? Pete Carroll's free. Sign him up. Like,
no, sign him up for the retirement home.
So no one wants to take the Browns job. No one wants to take the Raiders job. The Falcons job, you need a quarterback because you can't try. Like Michael Penix has no knees. He's got no legs whatsoever. And Kirk Cousins, he should just be a backup at this point. He should not be starting games.
Yeah.
So that job's not really desirable. Plus, you're gonna have to start working with Matt Ryan. He's gonna come in thinking like, hey, I'm hot shit. I made the Super Bowl once, and what happened, Matt? What happened?
Nobody gave a fuck.
Exactly. And then I'd say the Giants' job is enticing. That's the one that Harbaugh is linked to. He'd have Jackson Dart. He'd have a defense full of young guys. Cam Scatterville probably isn't going to be what they thought he would be because recovering from that injury is going to, I think, hinder his style of physical running. So he might be more of a fullback than a running back. But the Giants are in position to have another good pick. So how about might be in a better position there than you'd be for any other team because the Dolphins, again, you're going to need a new quarterback there for sure. Because Tua's like, hey, I don't mind leaving. If you want to get rid of me, hey, I'm happy to go. But it's like, what team is going to sign fucking Tua? What team was that desperate to go out there and be like, "Hey, Mister Concussions, suit up for us this year"? Especially if you're fucking carefree attitude that you got these days.
Yeah.
So I mean, these teams they're going to be in for they're going to be in the same position they're in 2 years from now with these coaches. Like, let's get a new one. I mean, and to like I said, Todd Bowles should be fired. Mike Tomlin, he ain't going to win tonight, so that Pittsburgh is like, maybe we should get one of these new guys in.
Nah, they gonna keep Mike because he made the playoffs. Because me and you was talking about it.
Look,
If he didn't make the playoffs this season, it's just like. And the crazy thing is, the past couple of years, he always
these
this
squeaks.
close.
That's my. It's just like Harbaugh. You can't keep getting in by the skin of your teeth anymore, Mike. Mike,
But but
you
with
want to
I
be.
think what Tomlin is, it's like we. It's not like damn we don't want to keep him, but it's probably more so like this motherfucker keep
They,
winning.
they've
Eh,
only ever had 3 head coaches in their entire history. The Steelers. They've only
Yeah.
it was Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin.
So that tells you how it is. Once you sworn in, it's kind of
Yeah.
like unless you gotta force our hand, you gonna stay here. Because the thing is, it's not like he's never produced. Like I mean, the
No,
dude won the Super Bowl, but and then look at the Hall of Famers. They could say, look at the Hall of Famers he's coached.
yeah, but I think at the same time, Mike Tomlin he's willing to be like, Kenny Pickett, let's see what I can do. Russell Wilson, let's see what I can do. Like, he's
Yeah.
willing to go out there with garbage at the most important position in football. Aaron Rodgers, you're a lunatic. You're broken down.
Perfect for the Steelers.
Let's sign this man up, and then, I mean, they make the playoffs on the last game of the year, on the last play of the year.
Yeah, that's
That's where
why. Remember last year when TJ got hurt?
I'm not cutting them slack because, again, and plus they always get the most dickhead defensive players. Cam Hayward with his nice guy smile and his jolly. He's a dickhead. They're all dickheads. Ryan Clark, James Harrison, Troy Polamalu, Brett
Hey, I ain't saying nothing
Kiesel,
about James Harrison or Troy.
Lamar Woodley. All these guys are dickheads. They're all
You
pieces
just
of shit.
named probably about 3 Hall of Famers, dog.
Hines Ward, obviously
4,
Roethlisberger. He was Deshaun Watson's mentor.
5.
Um, who else
You
they had? San Antonio Holmes, Heath
6.
Heath Miller. All these guys, they're dickheads.
You know you
This
just named probably like 67 Hall of Famers, right?
I've hated the Steelers for you just because they're a team full of assholes.
That's
Like,
how you win in football.
congratulations, you win the NFC North. The only other team that's good until the fucking Bengals got good again were the Ravens. Like, you beat up the Cleveland Browns. Oh my god! Wow!
Hey,
Congrats! Yep,
you
yep.
see you see their
That's
quarterback stats though now.
who.
Shador
Look, I
with
said
nothing.
this. I legit get Shador on a different team. I think he'll be decent. I think he'll be more decent than he was this year. Because whoever's going to come and be the Browns coach is not going to want Shador on their team. Straight
Yeah.
up, they're not going to want to put up with him. It's legit why Stefanski finally got fired is because they had no choice because he was going to probably want a new QB. And I mean, Myles Garrett, he wants to just stay in Cleveland and collect numbers. I mean, that
Which
guy.
can't be
I mean,
mad.
do what you want to do, but don't act like you're a competitor at the end of the day. Like, you chose to stay in Cleveland. I mean, for them to
He
act
just
like
broke
this,
a record. He could break more records.
and
Like you said, he's stat padding.
yeah, but he's gonna want to probably do that thing where like, hey, we want to have a competitive team here in fucking Cleveland. You want to have a competitive team? You better look to the Cavs. Shit, you better look to
And
the
even they not
Guardians.
competitive.
That's because I think they had their. I mean, one Donovan Mitchell.
It's not him.
No, he's just a numbers guy at the end of the day. And I never liked when he did that
Yeah, so the
corny.
rest of these fucking I was about to say a word I can't say. So is the rest of these NBA players.
You're mad because he's with Coco Jones too. I'm not gonna let you get that.
No, because I didn't say he backdoor you. That's the new super kick.
You just said he was without
No,
saying
I
he was.
didn't say that. I can say it, but I didn't say it. And if you
But
saying I was alluding to it, that's mostly NBA players, and there might not be a red.
okay, Michael Porter Jr. Where do you getting your info on that, huh? Most of these guys I hear are pretty gay. Wink, wink,
No,
wink.
they
Like,
definitely are. Look how they dress, bruh. They dress like Neo from the Matrix.
you say that about Caleb Williams? He just sent the team home. He just sent Dot's
Oh
team
God, this is
home.
second reference about this dude in the past 3 hours. Listen, man.
You can't mock a dude for being when he's out there throwing touchdowns. Come on.
Let me tell you something. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time is Dustin Rhodes, right? And he wore makeups and he was
You
kicking people in
like
the
Dennis
balls.
Rodman, who got famous for dressing like a bitch? Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean? That's my
Hey,
point. You
and
can't
check this
mock.
out.
You
Go
can't
ahead.
mock guys for being all soft and feminine when
I
they
don't
out
care
there.
if you do that as long as you produce. Look, Freddie Mercury and El John are two of my favorite artists ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Well,
some people just punks.
that's music. That's what it takes to make good music. It's either drugs or the whoo hoo. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
hey, you kind of accurate about that. I had to think about that. That didn't take
Yeah.
long to think about. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, look at the actors back in the day too. They were all the classic leading men had to, do a little whoa. What are you doing here, friendo?
Hey
Like,
man, let Michael Douglas dad rest in peace, junior senior.
I Freddie Mercury, he had to be the test subject. Unfortunately, they had to see him. But like, hey, again, like I love George Michael, and people are always like, how did
Yeah,
we think George Michael was straight? He's the most handsome looking man who looks like he likes dudes. How you want to convince me this man likes women? He's a pretty boy. Look at him.
and he was singing his ass off about last Christmas.
Exact about everything. All we've got to do. They're like, and
I
that's like
never wanna dance again. Like that's
you say,
enough.
yeah, you saying
I
this man
never want to
likes
dance
women?
again. What do
I
you mean
mean,
by that?
he
Hey,
was
you ever
singing all.
seen a
Go
side
ahead.
by side of the great George Michael, God bless his soul, and that trash prick Buff Bagwell?
He has a similar facial structure, but George Michael had a great head of hair. Great head of hair. He looks like when George Michael had the goatee and the shaved head. He looked like '99 Buff Bagwell, yeah, but not when he had that gorgeous head of hair. Nah.
He was a better worker than him anyway.
Well, especially these days.
I mean, limb for limb, bar for bar. What you want?
All right, so let's get to the playoffs part. So on Saturday, the Rams beat the Panthers, and I don't know why they let Bryce Young hang in there as long as he did. Your people, Bryce Young.
Check this out. You ever seen? I don't know. That would have been too far. So okay, Rudy. That's
Yeah, I've
Bryce.
seen.
Bryce Young is Rudy.
He wishes he was Rudy. Bryce
No,
Young is
same
Muggsy
stature.
Bogues.
Hey, Muggsy wasn't. He had a
All right,
win.
all right. He's Earl Boykins. All right, that's who Bryce Young is.
Workers is kind of too.
So who is he? Microman, the wrestler? Who's Bryce Young? Who's
Micro Man got it wrong too. Uh, just go with Rudy because he's just a lesser version of Rudy, far as like his abilities. Because Rudy was throwing that motherfucker, and Rudy pause, and
no?
Rudy
Rudy's
was
a
only like,
linebacker.
"No, bruh, listen to me. You gotta let me finish." Goddamn, John Madden,
Because
damn.
because Bryce Young can't throw the ball straight. He only can throw screen passes and quick outs and
He
flats.
5'8". What you want?
I don't want you to play quarterback. That's what I want.
What else he gonna do? Be kicker?
Pick a different sport. Yeah,
What other sport?
tennis, baseball.
Baby. Well, me and Ant were just talking about
Especially because he can't run like Kyler Murray. That's the only thing that as to why
and there that's what we said. Colin Murray might need to hit up the Arizona Diamondbacks, be like, hey, y'all
Kyler
got some
Murray
rule?
is going to heat up the esports league. That's what he's going to hit up. Fucking
Which is money too. But in the case
that's
of
another
Bryce,
job. Arizona fired their coach, and now the new coach is going to have to come in and be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna coach small fry over here."
yeah, he might have to be the QB and he might have to be the coach because they trying to get rid of him and nobody like, I'm cool.
No, yeah,
Legit. Everybody like, nah, I'm cool,
no,
bro.
Kyler Murray, you are a New York Jet. Read it in a week, fan. It's
I'll
gonna
retire
happen.
on the spot.
It's gonna happen. They always give these guys a shot.
I'll retire on the spot. Hey, Mr. Beast, you got some you got some space on your E-League team?
Nah, Kyler Murray is a New York Jet. I guarantee it.
I'll quit. Bryce Young though.
He's not good. He's trash. I saw him. I had to watch 3 Bryce Young games this year. One
Had to?
yeah, because one he was facing the Niners, And in that game is when I finally figured out, oh yeah, this guy doesn't want to throw the ball down the middle. He's too scared or too short to throw it down the middle.
He too short. He can't see over the offensive line.
And then I had to watch the game against him and the Buccaneers because I was trapped in the hospital and nothing else was on. And I forced myself to watch this Rams game just so we could talk about it because I'm like, I just got to see how bad this guy's. But and then again, Matt Stafford's out there playing like he's Matt Ryan because he needs to hang it up. Because all Matt Stafford, I've hated Matt Stafford since he was at Georgia. All Matt Stafford does his whole career is throw to one receiver 90% of the game, and the other 10% is to the other guys. He's a lockdown wide receiver one target.
Y'all see what he be complaining about?
He went from AJ Green in Georgia, to Calvin Johnson in Detroit. He didn't throw it to anyone else other than Calvin Johnson.
Who you just said?
And then once he gets to LA, he throws it to Cooper Kupp nonstop. And then when Cooper Kupp's fading, and then they find this fucking Puka Nacua out of nowhere, they throw it to him. And then he gets injured this year, and they sign Devontae Adams, and that's he's a number one target guy. That's all he spams his top target.
Y'all see this is what he do. I got you. Now I got you now, motherfucker. This is what you do.
He does.
You always talk about somebody pluses and you make it seem like it's a bad thing.
Tom Brady threw it to fucking Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, Martellus Bennett, Gronk. He fucking Chris Hogan. He had to throw it to these guys multiple times a game, and Matt Stafford's like, I don't see Puka Nacua. I'm not going to throw the ball. I'm not going to throw the. I don't.
Oh, Randy Moss.
He had Randy Moss for 2 good years, and that was it. He had Ocho Cinco, who was washed up. He had Aaron Hernandez, who was good as a player. Not
wait, hold on. Off the court, they ain't got
But again, no one's going to take Deion Branch. No one was ever going to take Deion Branch and make him their top wide receiver like Tom Brady had to. Even fucking Aaron Rodgers had to throw to Richard Rodgers, fucking Jordy Nelson.
That's a name.
Randall Cobb, fucking who was the other guy that they had? I'm talking about after Gray Jennings and Donald Driver. In that era, Aaron Rodgers, I'll give him credit. He made a lot of guys that were average good receivers.
He got a lot of people paid.
But Matt Stafford throws it to the same fucking guy over and over and over and over.
But the thing is, first of all, you name one of my favorite wideouts ever being Megatron. If you throwing to
why
one
did he
person,
retire after 8 years? He said, "I'm tired, Matt."
Well, it's the same thing with Barry Sanders, one of my favorite players. Hey, I'm out of here. This is a young man's game. It's the same thing with the Lions. The Lions, they not cursed anymore.
Yeah, they
but
are.
They the bad news. Like
no, they lost. They held the lead against us in the AFC title game, and they blew it because they kept trying to be aggressive and go for two. That's what a cursed team does.
No, it's not. It's just bad decision making.
And when Brandon Ayuk had his head on straight compared to now, because he's speeding past the stadium like he's a fucking crackhead, he caught the most impossible ball to catch by his helmet and fingertips. Like, the Lions are cursed still. They got Amon-Ra St. Brown, who likes to do more talking than playing. Him and his lame-ass brother. That's your people, too. Those are SoCal natives.
Where they from? And not in that way.
They from L.A. Let me see.
What part?
Crenshaw.
See, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired. That's funny. They was an American. What's that show I was watching during the pandemic that you was mad at?
All American?
Yeah, All American.
He's from Anaheim Hills.
Yeah, that ain't fucking LA. Don't ever say LA. That ain't no fucking LA, dude.
Anaheim Hills. Orange County, LA.
Thank you. That's not no. Here we go. Here go the geography lesson. That's not fucking LA, dude. If I had to get off on the 5, dude, that's not fucking LA. Anything east of the 5 is not fucking LA. Well,
all SoCal people are your people. Bryce Young, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster.
He from Long Beach.
Yeah, that's your area.
No, the fuck. I stayed in Long Beach when I was little, but that ain't LA. I like Long Beach.
Anything below the Bay Area and above San Diego, that's your area. It
ain't. Motherfucker, so Fresno, even though that's close to y'all.
Yeah.
No, Fresno closer to y'all. No, it's in between. And yo people, you right. What you mean, yo people? He always trying to sell Southern California people. It's just like you want to be. Hold on now. Let me.
Y'all be putting people in their pockets. That's what y'all be doing.
It's just like Dot being green, talking about the homie that's locked up. It's like, bro, I'm tired of y'all just thinking it's he about my city.
Well, your city won. They beat Carolina. They beat Dot City. So congratulations on y'all. You all don't root for either team. Y'all
Dot
are
from
terrible.
Jersey.
Y'all are terrible natives. Y'all don't root for either team in your state. Because the Chargers ain't no LA team. They still from San Diego. Come on.
That's why, dude. That's why when I said I'm going home, I'm not going to the Rams because they've been St. Louis, they've been LA, they've been St.
Well,
Louis, then they came back to home.
They were LA first, and then they've
Then they
receded.
went to St. Louis, then
Yeah.
they hop back and forth like a $2 hooker.
Well, that's if it talks like SoCal, it acts like so.
Hey, you're right though.
Nah, so they win in a game that went down to the wire for whatever fucking reason. Because I also think the Panthers coach is an idiot. This guy looks like he should be a pro golfer instead of a head coach. Like,
Is Ron Rivera in the office still?
no, he's at the University of California being their GM, and I don't know why you hire him given his health history. That man
See,
was like,
I knew you was gonna fucking say
he
it.
was knocking on death's door. That's why he had to leave the NFL.
So was you.
Yeah, look at me now. Look at me now. That shit felt like callus in my body. No, it didn't. It did the opposite. I did. I was like Big Show after we ate the Eddie Guerrero burritos.
This man just sung a fucking Guns N' Roses song, knocking on.
No, that's a Bob Dylan song too. I think he was the one who sang it first.
Knocking on heaven's door, but the fact that you said death's door, I just heard.
Yeah, of course
Knocking on heaven's door.
So that game.
See, this is why your ass got sick, because you be talking shit about people. Why are you talking?
Then why am I still here? Then why am I still standing?
Ron Rivera's still standing.
Strike me down, then, huh? Strike me down.
White people always testing God.
Do your worst.
All right. Don't eat no pork. It might be it if you eat one more goddamn rib sandwich.
I want some fucking. I guess I want some sausages. Man,
if you don't go vegan, you need to go on the Dr. Sebi diet or cleanse.
And then we have Packers Browns, which my oh my did I enjoy this game. I mean, granted, the Bears played like complete dog shit for the first two quarters. It was the most embarrassing outputs a team has ever put out. Caleb Williams couldn't throw the ball. The Bears couldn't run the ball. The defense couldn't stop them at all. And then and I've seen probably 3 Bears games this season too. For some reason, in the second half, they're like, "Let's turn it on, boys. Come on. This is when it's our time to shine." It's like I think Gorilla Monsoon used to say about Greg the Hammer Valentine. It takes him 20 minutes to warm up during a match. It's like the match is over by the match is over by the time he's warmed up. Gorilla, like what
That's
do you
a
mean?
Greg the Hammer pause, man. That's fucking hilarious because I never thought about that.
I think that's from the last span is when they broke that down, because he also had another quote where I think it was Roddy Piper. He said when him and Gorilla were calling a Greg the Hammer Valentine match, it was like Gorilla said, "The more he gets beat on, is the more he likes it." And Roddy Piper said, "The more he likes it." You gotta beat his ass to wake him up. That's the Bears. The Chicago Bears are like, "Hey, you gotta cut me to wake me up, man." And then that's when I go apeshit, because Caleb Williams, when I seen him throw that ball, whew, goddamn. So Dot, I hate to break it to you, but the Packers gonna pack. They pack it up the ass like they do every playoffs.
What?
They do.
Hey man, this out the mud. We have you
That's
and
where
this
they
booty
put it,
talk
in the
been
mud.
going on for 2 hours.
They put it in the muddy area. That's where they put it.
I don't play all this weird shit, bro.
Where the sun don't shine.
I was about to say a word I can't say that my uncle be talking about.
And even though I said Jordan Love is made of shit, I think Jordan Love is actually a good thrower of the football. I think he can make good. I think he can make good throws. And his receiving core ain't nothing special. They're a decent crop of guys, but when he just stands in the pocket too long, like I said to you, he's got ants in his pants, and they're making me dance. That's him in the pocket when he doesn't throw it right away. He just doesn't know what. I know he doesn't want to run because he doesn't want to get injured again. So I
You know
kind of
what it
blame him
is
for
with
that.
him? My fault to cut you off.
No, no, go ahead.
The kid don't have. First of all, he didn't have no fucking good OGs. I mean, obviously, you got one fucking idiot that goes to a cave for 3 months. I don't know. I don't understand this cave shit. And I was talking about that with Eve. I don't understand this
You
cave
want to
three
go live like
months.
Osama bin Laden? Like,
Yeah, I don't. What is that supposed to do? He go in the cage and he do ayahuasca and get high. That's supposed to make me better at my sport.
hey,
Fucking, I just
look,
retired.
no offense to the natives because they founded this land first, but they be scamming of ayahuasca. That is the ultimate like
Have you
that.
done it?
Fuck no, are you tripping?
That's
I
the
can't
whole
even.
point.
I can't even do coke. You think I'm gonna do ayahuasca? Come
How
on.
you know you can't do coke until you
Because
try it?
if I had like a fucking tube being stuffed up my nose, you think I want some booger sugar going up there?
You know what we need to do? Because I've done shrooms numerous
Do some
times.
coke?
That's when we make it. No, we gotta do DMT.
Hell no. Hell no.
You ain't trying to go to the other side for 15 minutes?
No. Keep me there then. Shit. Take me on
You
my
almost
adventure.
went there.
That's my point. Then either you leave me the fuck alone or you keep me there.
So let's go. Let's
I ain't
see.
trying to be fucking Constantine.
Good reference.
No, I ain't trying. Again, you want to try all that hippy dippy shit? Go ahead. Again, that's the SoCal in you. Let's try shrooms, brother. Let's
Hold
go out.
on, bro. Hold on, motherfucker. Ain't you Grateful
We're,
Dead from Northern California?
that's the weed.
No, that's the shrooms, the DMT, the acid.
No,
Woodstock was in fucking Northern California, San
no, it
Francisco.
was in Pennsylvania.
You know that shit was it?
Yeah, it was. Want me to
All
look it
right,
up?
let's go. What concert did y'all have in 1968 then?
Woodstock took place. Oh, Bethel, New York is where Woodstock took place.
What concert was that y'all had? We don't know no old people because
In
Big
the
Mike is only,
'60s, I have no idea.
yeah, because
It
Big
was
Mike is only
probably that was
45.
probably the other version of free love type of
Right,
hippies. As
right.
Cartman would say, damn dirty hippies.
Because we can't ask again. We can't ask your dad because he only 45.
Um, nah, he's 50.
Even more, he ain't gonna
If
know. He gonna
I'm
be like,
if
what?
I'm 30, he's 20. He was 21. He's 51.
Yeah, he definitely don't know that shit. He gonna be like, what?
Nah, so Bears
Him being the same
Packers.
age as Cameron is crazy. Go ahead.
Bears Packers. Entertaining game.
Yeah.
Just like the one they had a few weeks ago when Caleb went on the last two drives. Like I'll give them credit for that. Put on an entertaining show. I'll appreciate that, especially for football when the last night's game was what it was. So then we get to Jags Buffs. I'm not gonna mock Amp, and I'm not an anti-Jags guy, but like I
Mm,
told you and Dot, Josh Allen is the king of the first round. This is
yeah.
what he do in the first round. He shows up like he's fucking invincible and just kicks the team's ass. He doesn't lose in the first round.
You know what? I think he gonna do it. I think he gonna get there this year.
They have to face Buffalo. Is that who they have to
No,
face?
they faced the Broncos in the first round.
So
I
that's who I meant. Denver's. I meant yeah,
and they're
because they are Buffalo. That's why I was yeah. So okay,
I think they can get past the Broncos.
I think so because I we'll skip. We'll end on 49ers Eagles because pairing Chargers, Patriots, and Jags Bills makes sense because I watched the first half of the game and then I missed the whole second half because I took a nap and that shit knocked me out. And I woke up and saw the Bills won. I'm like, oh shit! What? It was a close game too. Like what the hell? Um, because the first half I was watching, it just seemed like Trevor Lawrence threw a bad pick. Then Josh Allen was getting his momentum going, but it seemed like it was going to be a close game. And you and I talked about it offline. I said this will be the most competitive game because I do think the Jags are on the right track, but at the same time, Buffalo is still a competitive team despite Josh Allen not having his MVP type year. But at the same point, like as we were talking about yesterday with Dot, like he's a game changer. Josh Allen is a legit game changer at the QB position, and Trevor Lawrence isn't that. He's not necessarily a game manager, but he's in that weird in between spot where he can
Yeah.
make plays with his legs. He's got a good arm. And he might need another receiver besides Brian Thomas Jr. But I know they got Parker Washington and all that, but he might just need, or he might need a really good tight end or something. He might need just something extra.
I think he needed tight end.
Um, but there aren't too many tight ends that teams are going to
Yeah.
let go, so maybe you'll have to draft one, obviously, because I mean the tight end that Chicago took this year, Loveland, he was worked out great for them. And he took that guy Tyler Warren, but obviously they didn't have a QB for the second half of the year, so you can't judge how his output was. But I haven't been paying attention to the mock drafts to see who the top tight end is, but maybe that'll be the difference maker. I mean, and look, the coach is legit. He took them to the playoffs in his first year after they had
Hmm.
back-to-back down years after making the playoffs. I think the first year with Doug Peterson. So the Jags are in a good spot, and that
Yeah.
division is going to help them because Indy's going to need a new quarterback. Whether they bring back Daniel Jones after his Achilles, they probably won't. So they're going to need a QB for sure. Houston, they'll probably beat Pittsburgh tonight. I have them beat. That's my pick is that they'll beat Pittsburgh. But at the end of the day, it's still tough to say if CJ Stroud will be a top 15 quarterback for or even a top 10 quarterback. It seems like it was admitted that he was having a struggle last year and that he feels like his body's not the same after adjusting to the NFL. He did the thing where he tried to stun Caleb Williams last year, and then look what happened. And now
Yeah.
he's on the other end of the spectrum. Um, so that's the life comes at you quick part of it. But and then the Tennessee is going to be dog shit for a while. A new coach isn't going to solve their problems because Cam Ward has no one to throw to. So you can't judge if Cam Ward's a good QB or not because he has no one to throw to and he has no one else on offense. They don't have a running game. They have nothing. So Tennessee is going to be garbage for a long time. Um,
I'm happy about that.
I don't. I mean, they have no. They've never really drafted well. Sure, they drafted Chris Johnson and Derrick Henry, but I seem like they've drafted key guys who just waste their years there. And then on
Didn't
defense,
they
they have.
draft Marcus Mariota?
That's my point. He wasn't that good, and
Yeah.
they gave Ryan Tannehill a second chance, and he was decent for them. But that's my point. Is like Tennessee is always in a weird spot to like if they ever have a good, they always either have like a weird 13-win season or always a garbage season. They're always in that weird spot. Like, how the hell were they good this year? Or they're bad like we thought they were. Which leads to the Patriots Chargers, and that game was boring. Like,
Dude, when it was 3-3, I like going into the second quarter. I said, I see where this is going. Then I think it became like
it's
6-3.
6-3 and then 9-3. That was my point. Like, this guy's supposed to be the MVP, and he can't even put up a touchdown in the playoffs. How are you an MVP and you can't score a touchdown in the playoffs? And he finally had an easy touchdown after the Chargers were like, just have it, just take it. We're
Yeah.
done. I don't know if Jim Harbaugh is now washed or is Justin Herbert really just not that guy. And I mean those the player intros, they had probably the worst O line in football because every guy was ranked either last or second to last in offensive
Hmm.
line rankings. So it's like maybe that's why Justin Herbert doesn't feel comfortable enough to throw because I got
They
no
didn't block
fucking
for him.
I got
They
no
could
protection. Yeah.
they couldn't block for him. But besides that, like I said, if he ain't in the pocket and he like, oh, I gotta run, I gotta run, I gotta run. It's like
And
he runs forward. He don't know how to run the option.
he's not Josh Allen. He's not gonna be able to jump guys or juke guys or spin pass guys. Like you're not like
And you have to in today's NFL.
well
You can't
if
just
you're
do
gonna run freely,
1999.
yeah, if you're gonna run freely, you got to be able like to do all the moves. You got to do what
And
Lamar
even
does.
still, we couldn't. Nobody on our offensive line could block for him. Just for him
No.
to even get out of the pocket for a second, he couldn't even think. He was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" That's not good, especially because I called it because I said, "Dude, it's over." You was like, "No, they could win." I said, "So no."
Well,
Just look at the Patriots defense alone.
but I'll give the Chargers defense credit because, like I said, I don't think this Patriots offense is legit. Drake May, I think, was putting up padded stats because if you're kicking 3 field goals before you finally score a touchdown, that means the Chargers defense was doing its job.
Yeah,
So that was the only reason I thought the Chargers had a chance to win is I think their defense was going to do enough to show that this Patriots offense isn't legit. But all Justin Herbert had to do was at least score one touchdown, and he couldn't even do that. And that's where it's like, yeah, this guy might not be who we think he is anymore.
no. I told, and it's crazy because Joe and Amp said that it was like he overrated, but I was trying to be biased. But last
Right.
night, me and Amp was talking about it. I think after this season, we gotta look for somebody else.
The
One more season.
the way we were talking about the way Cam Newton talks about guys in our chat with Dot, I think it boils down to this because it leads to the next and final game, which is 49ers Eagles. And you add one quarterback who isn't that guy, being Jalen Hurts, and a quarterback who's exactly who he should be, Brock Purdy, which is he's perfectly average. Brock Purdy, he is. I sold my Brock Purdy stock, half of it last year, and then the rest of it this year. If I want to move on from Brock Purdy as fast as we can, I don't think, especially now that Kittle's going to be out, Ayuk's going to be gone, Ricky Pearsall can't stay healthy. McCaffrey's a wide receiver. Brock Purdy's not going to have any weapons. He gets this fucking cocky attitude where he thinks he can run like he's fucking prime Mike Vick when
I'll
he's
take
not.
Culpepper.
And then he never watches the fucking play clock. Every
Ever.
fucking game we burn the timeout, and this dumb Bible thumping asshole wants to call a timeout because he can't pay attention to the most important clock on the screen, which is run the play, not run the game, run the play. That he's too busy with his fucking head in his Bible to fucking pay attention. And then
Come on, bro.
No, because then he wants to hit the Dougie when he scores a touchdown, and I'm not with that shit. Take that shit back to 2010. Fuck you, white boy. I ain't with that. No, you don't get to do that for running a touchdown in against the Browns. You want to hit the no. Send him to Pittsburgh. Send him to Miami. I want him off my team. I'd rather have Mac Jones in that QB at this point.
Oh, shit, that ain't actually bad.
Exactly.
That's actually not a bad fit for that team.
Shit.
But now, well, George, now he out, so.
I was saying this to Kiki, I was saying this to you. I knew we could beat Philly because they're a team in disarray. Because watch, if the coach has to yell at the top wide receiver, you're not a good football team. You have chemistry issue. And if you have that fat bitch Big Dom on the sideline with a headset like he's going to call plays, you're a horrible football team.
No, Tony isn't a bad coach.
Nick Sirianni is a bad coach.
No, Nick, my fault. I said, why call him Tony? I'm thinking
because he's fucking paisano.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know his last name, but I'm like, Tony? No, that's Nick. Look, Sirianni
he's a bad coach.
In what way? And I'll explain to you.
They have Saquon Barkley, and they're like, let's let Jalen Hurts pass the ball.
But what did I keep saying? I said this. I'm old because back in my day, people used to run the ball.
Yeah, and it was working against us. And he's like, nope, we got to let Jalen pass so he can build his confidence. He doesn't want to throw the ball.
What confidence? He never had no confidence.
Well, I mean, we're just out there to do a job out here.
Yeah,
game.
I'm here to have one fucking earring like I'm Michael Jordan. I'm living this 1995 light skin gimmick.
You out there doing fucking head sprung like he's fucking LL Cool J. Like,
hey, what did I say?
Licking his lips.
The worst fucking heel or the greatest heel in movie history, New Jack City. I never liked your pretty ass anyway.
I mean,
you got a passive aggressive wide out who when he goes somewhere else.
All wideouts are passive aggressive.
Very. I said that. They all prima donnas. Look, TL is one of my favorite ever. Super prima donna. Super passive aggressive.
All of them.
Yeah.
Again, Randy Moss.
Yeah.
But he deserved to be one. He would jump over guys and catch the ball.
Well, I said T.O. as well, but he was too much of one. The only one that wasn't like that was Jerry Rice.
No, that's because, as we see now, Jerry Rice might be a little bit weird. He might be a little off.
Define weird and off.
He wanted cornrows when his hairline was receding.
Midlife crisis.
He just might be in that he was always nerdy, but he was so good at. He might be one of those guys. He might be one of the guys who shouldn't have been so good at his sport, but he was. He's basically like what Noah Lyles is. Like, you're a nerdy dude who really shouldn't be an athlete, but somehow you turn out to be a really good athlete.
Yeah, but Noah Lyles is just a dweeb.
And like certain basketball players, like again, like Andrew Bynum was born to play basketball.
Certain. Most of the motherfuckers are
But
weirdos.
no, but you know what I mean in terms of like Andrew Bynum like was legit good at basketball, and he was like, I don't want to play this stupid ass sport.
Yeah, I want to build. Hey, shouts out to him. He just
Yeah,
build computers now,
I
from what
want to
I
build
told.
my PC, sir.
He got
Um,
1,000 cars. He just build a PC. That's it.
but no, Jalen Hurts. I was like I said, get rid of him. Keep the offense the way it is. Just put a new QB in, and they'll be better.
That's too late for that, brother. He paid.
Nah, hey Cleveland, you want a QB? Here you go.
Exchange
Miami,
one light skinned dude for another one.
Arizona, you want a QB? Here you go.
Dude, they just paid him like 200 million.
We'll keep 75% of it if you just take him, take him.
You trying to, bruh? If you was the GM in Philly, they'll try to kill you.
No, because at this point they want him gone.
Well, also you right, because it is Philly. Them motherfuckers boo Santa Claus.
Well, one they boo it. They're one the lamest dudes in the wrestling space are all Philly fans. So
Wait,
that
say that again. No, I heard
the,
you, but
the lamest dudes in the wrestling space all root for the Eagles. That's a fact. And the other lamest dudes on Twitter all root for the Eagles. So if you're a dude from
you
Philly,
taking a pop shot at somebody. I know who you talking about. Cause I'm like,
multiple people, losers,
nah,
lames, all of it.
I'm trying to think.
How much off air? How much time you got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them that I can name off the top of my head. All losers, all lames.
let me tell you something.
They want to root for the go.
Fuck them dirty birds. Look, let me tell you something. I gotta do my Fat Joe shit. Let me tell you something. I know I hate the Eagles this much.
Cody Rhodes roots for the Eagles. Piece of shit human being.
Why is he an Eagles fan?
Because he's a bandwagon loser. What else would
Right,
he
I'm
be?
like the Falcons was actually good in his time.
You know, I just love the spirit of Philadelphia.
What's the spirit?
Exactly.
It's a good city, but
Racism
it's
like
trash
him.
for me to poop on. The motherfuckers racist. You know
Yeah.
why? They gave fucking Rocky a statue and not Joe Frazier.
Well, I mean, Rocky won the Oscar, so I mean, you got.
Hey, hold on now, brother. It's motherfucking Joe Frazier. One of my favorite boxers ever.
I mean,
One of the greatest of all time.
And I'm not gonna because again, Rocky literally won the Oscar, so
It don't fucking matter. It's Joe fucking Frazier. I know he not from there. He from South Carolina or North Carolina. Correct me if you in the chat still. But still, he made his living.
It was huge, brother.
He made his living in Philly. He is a fucking boxing icon. Philly is known for boxers.
Yeah, Rocky.
You about to piss me off. You want to talk about a 5'9" fucking Italian? Not even 5'9", 5'5" fucking Italian with a JR eye.
How can I fight if I ain't got no locker, Mickey? I ain't got no locker. I can't fight if I ain't got no locker. All you need is proper management. Proper management.
I want to see him and good old JR have a stare off.
Him and Conway the Machine. That's the ultimate last man standing.
I'm out of here.
What? Don't act like y'all don't be saying that in y'all chat. What? Do.
I like that new album. It ain't me.
Nah, so Philly, again, I was confident we could beat Philly just because they hate each other. They literally, they're the bloodline in the last days of the bloodline. I hate you. Fuck you.
No,
I hate you.
you actually got some talent in the bloodline. They just drunks. All right. Jalen Hurts just look like, oh, I love my wife and everything's
Jay
fine.
Uso. He tricking y'all. That's Jalen Hurts.
No, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. Now I hate Jay Uso for other reasons, but still.
He tricking y'all like Jalen Hurts tricked y'all. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts ain't tricked me. You talking to the fucking audience.
Again, speaking about bringing shit back from the 90s, like Kangol hats and one.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he's a donkey.
Hey, dog. I'm eating too. I seen that man on 3 commercials earlier.
And you see him in the ring going,
hey, why you think he ain't been? Look, low key.
Why do you think they put him back in the tag team?
Well, low key, hold on. He ain't wrestled in like 3 weeks.
Because they put him on a respirator at home. That's why.
Hold on, bro.
He got dialysis. He got dialysis is what he's got.
You know what I said last week when him and his brother showed up? Both of them fat motherfuckers was tired.
Yeah.
and they was in the crowd. Yeah, who's
Jimmy
we
Uso's the
can
one
run
that's
this?
pregnant.
I said, Big Jimmy, Fat Jimmy. This motherfucker fat as a motherfucker.
He's trying to be the new version of Yokozuna.
Hmm. Hey, like father, like son, go ask Buster that.
Hey, basically, yeah.
But
Yo,
look, he ain't wrestled in like
yo,
2 weeks.
daddy was fat. Your uncle was fat. Your cousin was fat.
All the motherfuckers is fat.
Yeah,
But
but
look,
anyway,
the motherfuckers, he ain't wrestled in 3 weeks already. He just been doing. They like, nah, just go cut a promo, bro. Don't.
well, do you want to do 15 minutes of wrestling talk now before it'll be five to 10 minutes because we're gonna wrap up. Do
Yeah,
you want
because
to
the
do
game
the?
about to come on.
Okay,
We
I
want
ain't
to talk
got much
about
to
Drew.
say.
All I want to talk about is fucking
Well,
Drew, and I want to talk about Cody Rhodes being ass. That's all I
go
want to talk
ahead,
about.
go ahead.
Hey, listen, I fucking told. Look, come on, let me sit up for this motherfucker. Motherfucker, what just old Jesse the Body said he won it 16 times, but he lost it in 16.
That shit is lame because Jesse never won shit. All he won was a
He won
receding hair.
governor for your state.
One, it ain't my state, and two, Arnold Schwarzenegger won the election in California. Anything's possible. A man who wasn't a U.S. citizen can win fucking the governorship.
Hey, you remember that time? You was little, but do you remember that time?
Barely, because they were like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I was like, Back to the Future, the line I always say with my dad, the actor? Like, oh yeah, who's the president in 1985? Ronald
On the
Reagan.
radio.
The
Yeah.
actor?
And look, now we got a reality star in office. Ain't this a bitch? And y'all see why I'm anti-America.
And
Anyhow,
that's why you see I'm like, put me back in the grave. Put me back in there.
let me tell you this.
Charlie Kirk, I'll trade spots with you. Shit.
Well, fuck this gonna get taken down this episode. You said the wrong name. God damn it.
Well, he
Anyhow, it
deserves
was
where
fun.
he's at, but I'm just saying.
This episode definitely about to be taken down. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Dot and whoever listening right now, it's done. Uh, if it stay up, pause longer than a day, I'll be very surprised. Because when you
Nigga,
say
I
his
was cheating
name,
death. You think I care about censorship?
why you think I don't give a fuck? Anyhow, I could tell you years. Anyhow, listen, this motherfucker has lost the title twice, right? He lost the title twice. He lost it to one old man. He lost it to a young man. Two people. Drew's around his age, but John Cena is like 8 years his senior. Somewhere around that. Doesn't matter. Listen, each time he lost it, people like, okay, that's what's up. Like the John won at WrestleMania, people was like, they expected it because of the record. So people was hyped. He lost it to Drew, and everybody was turned up. All right. So I'm starting to think, have they been filtering these pops because people really want him? Or let me say this, let me phrase it. It got to a point where people probably said, fuck it, we gonna go for Drew because he been getting hold. That's what I'm saying. He's been getting hold that
Yeah.
he had to fucking win. Cause this time I was like, all right, I understand get your bread. He already a Hall of Famer. He one of the greatest of all time. But if you gonna hold me, I might have to get up out of here. I understand I'm getting the money right now. I'm getting my chili. But if y'all gonna keep making me lose to this dude, because they've been having a program for goddamn almost a year now. If you make me lose, y'all just don't give a fuck about me. Now, there's some conspiracy banks starts to get the gears rolling. And it's not even conspiracy because me and Davis talked about this 2 years ago when he first got the title. Number one, I said the business went in the shitter when he won the title. All right. The old man would have kept the title on Roman. He would have broke that record. I will say this. Triple H don't fuck with him. Triple H don't fuck with a lot of people. But legit, when he lost the title again, because he had to, it let me know, hey man, the dude making us money, but we ain't really fucking with him. Because dude is making the company a lot of money. But when I see these ads, back in our day, sound like the old man. You'll see The Rock, Stone Cold, whoever got the title. Shit, Mick Foley had the title, and they had him on the Chef Boyardee commercial in 1-800 Collect. Now things have changed, right? But it's still advertisement. I don't be seeing Cody out there like that. Hell, they put Roman Reigns on most of the posters, and he only show up twice a year, which he can do. But now, in my era, just to wrap this up on my part, because I don't want to overtalk too much. The guy that gets the title is the guy. It's always been like that. You work more when you the guy. For them to put the prominent WWE title on Drew lets me know that they still believe in him. Even though he ain't had the title in 2 years almost and he lost it to Damian Priest, which I'm not mad at. But then he got his get back. During the pandemic, he couldn't get his right celebration, but people were still going crazy. For him to get the title now and then instantly, it just seemed like everything changed. People start going crazy. And I mean, be it that he overseas, but even the interaction I see on social media with people I know and people in this country, they like, oh yeah, we fucking with this. So my thing is, I told Davis in conclusion, I still think, in my opinion, he still might drop the title at Royal Rumble. I still feel like he kind of getting hold if he dropped the title at that point because they're gonna try to give it back to their golden boy, even though me, Davis, Dot, and numerous others, I don't know too many Cody Rhodes fans. Never been a fan. Never. I don't know too many people that like Stardust. If he loses at Royal Rumble, I kind of feel like he got a hold because it's like, yeah, you let me have my moment, but then y'all gave it right back to him. Now, if he keep it up until WrestleMania, which is a strong probability, it'll let me know that they believe in him probably more than the Golden Goose, so to speak, because yeah, you had the title for X amount of time, but sometimes that shit don't even matter. It just let me know that we can have this guy at this point be the face of the company because not only do the fans like him, from the hardcore wrestling fans like myself to people that watch casually, because when you see a fucking 6'4" Scottish dude, you like, oh shit, he pop up on my screen. The thing is with Cody Rhodes, he don't pop up on my screen. It's just a blonde head half white dude that want to remind us that he's Cuban with a Mickey Mouse tattoo of America on his neck. Okay, that don't look like a world champion to me. That look like a fucking cruiserweight. The Juice looked more like a world champion than him. I'm talking about Hoover to the Juice. He looked like a world champion compared to Cody. Cody don't look like a world champion. He don't scare you. Drew McIntyre scares you. Go ahead, Davis. I'm sorry.
No, because again, you're watching more than I'm ever going to watch ever again. So just by seeing what happened, I was shocked that when I saw the clip, I didn't see the clip of him winning. So I was actually shocked that, oh, they actually had him win. But like you just said, I think it was because they were overseas. I think that's why the reception was probably more Drew's favor than Cody's favor. Not to say Cody's so over in America that they would have booed Drew winning, but it just seems like what you and I have been saying, because even the last 2 weeks when we've talked about it, and I said like it seems like they just let Drew do what he wants, which is take time off, come in, have a program he wants to have, talk his shit on Twitter because that's what he loves to do more than anything is play heel on Twitter instead of playing heel in the ring. And to give him a title after the whole Damian Priest thing, that served a purpose, which was it was serving a purpose of him and Punk, not a purpose of him and Priest, because that's the story they told for the rest of that year was Drew McIntyre and CM Punk because of the injury and all that, and then that Hell in a Cell. But Drew's whole thing, I mean, yeah, he got the shaft in COVID, and then after he never got the title back because at Clash at the Castle they elected to keep Roman as champ, which they should have done, and they did it the right way. And then they had the stupid Tyson Fury thing at the end where he had to sing to him just to make him the go home feel all right. But Drew's whole thing is, I think when he re up with that deal, is he's like, hey, just give me a ton of money, and I'll be content doing whatever it is you want me to do. I don't think, and this is where the business is at. I don't think people care about spots anymore. I don't think they care about being the top guy, the top woman. Maybe the women care about a little bit more because I think that's gotten more competitive with Stephanie Vaquer, Julia showing up. I think that's why Becky Lynch's ego is in overdrive and being um, just from what I see about being more in her own head about is she still over? Is she still good? Because they want to move on to these other women. And if they can sign Mercedes back, who you think is going to get that top spot? She is. So that's something to keep in mind when she's a free agent, because it probably will happen. She wasn't swearing off the company forever. I think she was just swearing off the Vince part of the company forever. And granted, whether he's still there in a puppet master type way, more than likely. But
He
still,
is. Bruce still there.
But still, to say Cody this, Cody that, my whole point is look what happened when it went to Netflix. Raw didn't get Cody Rhodes because they probably didn't see him as the draw. They saw CM Punk, they saw Drew McIntyre, they saw Roman Reigns, and when Brock Lesnar came back, who you think? What show is he going to be on? They got Braun Breaker, they got Obafemi, they got Javon, they got the star. They got the stars who the company's either going to push to the top or close to it. Because I don't think Javon's going to get to the top spot. Obafemi obviously is. They have Stephanie Vaquer. They have, again, Becky Lynch. They have Seth Rollins. They have Logan Paul. They got people who the company sees as the people that Netflix would want rather than regular cable, because they're not going to care about cable anymore. They're not going to care about this relationship with NBC because the library is moving to Netflix like it just did this past week and a half ago. And the ESPN part of it is still something that, I mean, I don't know if ESPN just straight up canceled their contract because they're not liking how things are going, but Netflix will pick it up right away because they're going to want to be in that business. If they already have the library, shit, just give us all the pay-per-views live, then we can handle it. If ESPN really starts to feel like this isn't worth it. But the Cody thing is what I've said is he has his core fan base. Whether the Triple H thing at the end of the day is he's a fan of him or not, he sees the appeal, he sees the T-shirt sales, and all Cody Rhodes is doing is what Edge did in 2007, what Randy Orton did in 2000. He's playing a role, except he's doing it as a babyface, but he's playing the role on the second show that you're not going to care about. That's all Cody Rhodes is. He's playing and this whole QB1. You're not a fucking quarterback, dude. You're a wrestler. Grow the fuck up. Stop acting like you're something you're not. I'm the guy who has the most live dates. I live in the tour bus. I'm so dedicated to it. All right, because you signed up to be a grunt again. You were in control of another company. You said, this is too much work. I can't do this. Well, let me go. Instead of letting me be in a general, let me go be a soldier again. Because I want to be told what to do. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Because I can't tell other people what to do because I'm bad at my fucking job. That's why. And when I'm in control of my own stories, they suck ass. Him and Brody Lee sucked. Him and MJF sucked. Him and Arn Anderson sucked. Over and over. All his stories, all they did was suck time in and time out.
You know, it was the best program he had at AEW. My fault to cut you off too.
No, he didn't have one.
The Arn Anderson promo about the Glock.
No, that sucked because it's like, because it involved fucking Lee Johnson and Brandy Rhodes in the ring. Like, why am I going to care about this guy's fake ass faction? Who cares about the Nightmare Family and ooh?
I forgot all about that shit.
Like, come on.
The unnecessary chair shot from the Perfect 10.
Yeah, who cared? I brought back an old friend of mine. Ooh, wow. I think he brought back Matt Cardona for a day. They brought back Matt Cardona, a.k.a. Zack Ryder. They made his wife lose the title the same night. Is that a coincidence? It ain't fucking a coincidence. They straight up said, your husband's annoying. Here's your punishment. And they took that title off that woman because she's married to a loser. And
hey, hold on now, goddammit.
And to quote Glenn Ross, a loser is a loser.
Hey, listen, he do be trying to bend the knee. Obviously, it worked. But that's my guy, man. I'm a Matt Cardona guy.
For a job for 4 years.
No, I'm agreeing with
you. Embarrassing. He was begging for a job with his wife as fucking collateral. Like, please, she works there. Why can't I work there? Please, please, please. I'll do anything. I'll suck it. I'll do anything. Triple A, please. Yeah. Like, come on. Like, you're a guy with a hot dog tan skin, a fake head of hair, and a move set that doesn't match your body type. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do 450s for, Zach? Like, ugh. And I liked Zack Ryder, but once he did this whole desperation, it just got sad.
Yeah, it
It
did.
was,
But
yeah. I
he's
can't wait
better
for
than that.
BVD.
Like I'm a Zack Ryder like fan, but him bending the knee to get a job back, and then he was on Chris Van Vliet's podcast, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm making more money now, and I'm doing better now." But then you like, I know you can get more money going to the
It's
Fed,
like
but
I've been saying, they want the WWE on the paycheck. That's all. Kenny Omega said it best. That's what they want. They want their paychecks to say they work for WWE so they can feel better about themselves. You just said, why is Finn Balor there? Because Finn Balor wants to work at WWE. He doesn't want to go back to
no,
New
I'm
Japan.
saying why is he there? Because we don't give a fuck no more. Well,
Well,
you
that
and this
too,
good
but
woman do, but I don't give a
I know
fuck
I
about
don't
no
care
fan
anymore
ball.
because I don't watch. That's why I don't care anymore, because he kept losing, so I stopped
So you mean to
watching.
tell me you ain't gonna watch your man's versus your other man's next week?
Fuck no, I'm not. I haven't watched for weeks, for months. Again, when Amp said it, you don't watch wrestling? Like what? Like,
Yeah, no. He legit. He was shocked about that.
yeah, I don't watch anymore. I just see what happens on Twitter, and I'm like, not gonna get me to tune in. Especially again, and what did I say? Logan Paul said he signed a long-term deal. What did I say from day one? His job is going to be a professional wrestler because he can't do shit in any other profession. He can't act. And was I wrong when I said it? No, because I said again that Hollywood's not calling this guy. They never called this guy.
Yo, y'all gotta understand. Cause me and
I
Davis is
said it 3 years
pricks.
ago. I said
No,
Logan Paul
no,
is
you
a
did.
wrestler. I said he's a wrestler. That's what his job is. He is a wrestler. And was like, this is the best part timer we have. No, he's not a part timer. He was there more weeks than Roman Reigns was.
No, he was there today. He didn't even speak. He was just there. Like, yeah, I'll fly over there, bro. If I'm not gonna speak or wrestle, I ain't flying overseas.
Look, at the end, it's what I've been saying. All they care about: tickets sold, Fanatics merchandise, revenue deals. They don't care if the product's good, bad, so, whatever. They promoted Stranger Things Raw. You think that's gonna make anyone give two fucks about either show? You think the Stranger
Especially
Things
not the
people?
kids.
You think the Stranger Things people are like, let me tune in to wrestling, ha ha ha, and let me see,
No.
or that someone like me who liked wrestling is gonna care about Stranger Things? It's the worst show invented in the last 20 years.
Hey, now you go too goddamn far now.
It
I ain't
is.
like this season, but you going too
I'd
damn
rather
far.
watch baddies than watch fucking Stranger
Hey,
Things.
hold on. Hey, hold on. Dog. Put it there, proud of Mega
Oh
Powers.
my god, shit.
Hey, whoa, boy. Now you speak.
The
Now you're
acting's
speaking
more
my language.
realistic on baddies. Shit.
But yeah,
And it's not made by two hacks who aren't going to produce anything of substance for the next 30 years.
no, it's made by your hometown girl. I don't know if she from your city, but she from that area.
But anyway, the wrestling business.
Hey,
Again,
what you think is better, baddies or ECW in '98?
Oh, I'd rather watch ECW 98.
God damn it, you supposed to say baddies, bro.
No, because that was
But I
what they
agree.
still had. They had what, RVD, Sabu, and all that.
Yeah, but they got some. You seen the clips of bad? They got some real hardcore wrestling. Them bitches be up here hitting each other at the top of the head. They be itchy and scratchy with their hands.
Well, that's because women hate other women. So the one thing women hate most is other women.
Oh, I thought I was a sexist, but go ahead.
They do.
Oh, no, you lying. On
Women
what
hate
basis?
women. One, because it's always about a man at the end of the day, and I'm not sexist.
No, it's not. It's just sometimes it's not that. Sometimes
Yes,
they just
it
hate each other.
is.
No,
No,
sometimes they just hate.
it's always gonna be about a man. You never had two women fight over you? I'm not saying
Hey,
I have. No,
out the
no.
mud.
I'm saying,
Out the mud.
I'm not trying to you, Mister. I'm saying you ever had two women fight over you, right?
Hey, this is out the mud.
No. What do women again? Why are you talking to that bitch? Why do you care? Huh? Like,
So it was this time in 2018. Yeah. You just took
Exactly.
that apart.
Exactly. So that's my point. Like women hate other women because one, it always involves a man, and then two, it's always jealousy of how the other one looks or has the other one has always money or a lifestyle. So because they're competitive again, like I'm saying, they're more competitive than men are in that aspect. Because men only use that shit to put other dudes down when they get pissed off at each other. But women do that shit 24/7, 365.
Are you saying women don't sleep? You said 24/7.
Yeah, well, you know, women don't sleep. You talked about a woman. You talked
The
about a
Motor
woman.
City Machine Guns are back.
You and Amp talked about a woman who somehow was getting a master's, stripping, and doing all these other jobs. I'm like, who is this Wonder Woman, huh? Like,
Oh, I'll send you the ad later.
yeah. Well, again, this is me being very pro women because women can do a lot more than men can do aside from
Yeah, absolutely.
childbirth and all that shit. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not.
hell. Don't start milking that shit.
It's true. I had stomach pain. I couldn't imagine pushing something out of me after that.
That man, they over whooping that shit as they say in Chicago,
No,
bro. That shit
dude,
ain't
I got
that
time,
bad.
dude. Again, they with motion sickness, morning sickness, they throw up nonstop. Again, imagine, I'm, I'm not imagining anything coming out of me after that point. Again, I'm giving women all the credit for childbirth. I had to walk around with a bloated stomach for 8 days. I couldn't imagine doing that for 9 months. No.
Dude, have you ever stumped your toe?
Yeah.
That shit worse than probably being pregnant. They over
No,
whooping
it's
that.
no. Not that's you over whooping stumping a fucking toe.
You ever had knee problems? You ever
Of course, I have knee problems. I work in a
okay?
warehouse.
A
No,
migraine. A
no. Being
migraine is the
pregnant,
worst
no.
shit
Because
ever.
women die during childbirth.
Yeah, motherfuckers get headaches and die.
No, chicken. No, childbirth number one. No,
Get the fuck out
because
of here.
no. If men could do it, they would curse they would milk that shit worse than women do. I guarantee it.
But guess what? The person that you don't believe created us made sure that we ain't got to go through that.
If he
And
was
you
a
know what's
real
worse than
if
that?
he was a real fair person like y'all say he would now allow us to just for a get back. But
Let me tell you something.
that's how I know he ain't shit because he just wants women to continue to suffer instead of allowing men to finally take some burden in life.
Let me tell you something too. They be talking about this period thing, which is bullshit. It don't hurt that bad. You ever had blue
I
balls?
had blood
Ain't
coming
that
out of
worse
my
than that.
dick. Of course I know it's bad. Dude, I was pissing blood in the hospital. Don't tell me I don't know it's bad.
It's not bad. Blue balls is worse.
Fuck you.
You ever had blue balls? Yeah. You can't get no pussy? That's way
You got
worse
boo.
than
You have it by choice.
no, I don't.
Yeah, because every woman comes to you and you do the Heisman.
How
That's what
you
you
know my
do.
fucking business? Hey man, this man
Because you keep telling
424
me your fucking business.
260. All right, OP. He's snitching. God damn, 6'9".
All right, we're wrapping up. Game's going to start in 15 minutes. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're just going to call the first episode BVD Story Time, and we're going to call this one BVD NFL Talk. So, this
No,
is
we
a
gotta call
proper
it something more than this because this shit was Def Comedy Jam.
women. I give y'all the credit, even though
Women
y'all
be
hate,
shopping.
even though you hate other women, but still. Oh, who left a comment now? Who left a comment at the end of
Bro.
the show? We're gonna do the movie episode soon, Rome. We're not gonna leave you hanging there, especially because one movie that's high on my anticipated list is coming out this week. So we're
What
gonna get
movie
to
is
that. The movie you shitted on, and then you did you did the Big Show Banks song when I was in the hospital. You saw a woman was in a trailer. You said, "Oh, I got to see this movie now."
No, she belong to Hollywood now.
Yeah, see, so we're gonna do our movie episode, and that's where I kind of do a little bit of the last year's year in review, since, like I said, I was out of commission, so we didn't talk about last year's slate. But we don't know if we'll do it this work week or the weekend like we normally do. That'll depend on scheduling. But thank y'all for tuning in. Again, like I said, make sure you're liking, subscribing, commenting, all of that. We appreciate it. The quest for 500 continues in 2026,
And it will happen.
It
Trust
will
me.
happen.
We close.
But I was laid up. I was almost going to do an episode of Tangents in the Hospital, but that was the night I threw up. So it's a good thing because y'all would hear me go on air.
That would have been great content.
That's why I was almost tempted to do it. Just I'm like, at the same time, I know it's like you gonna get the 3-point stance and vomit.
Hey, OnlyFans women be on the show and they make that same sound effect, so you'll be all right.
What show? Tangents? So
Oh,
they don't.
Ray,
Oh, radio, tell me
tell me what
everything
anything
you
you
know.
know.
Woo, woo,
Woo
woo.
woo. You
You
know it.
know it. This shit's always slow as fuck